My parents used me as a weapon. During their divorce, forced me to lie in court, and both tried to guilt me into choosing them. So my aunt took me in, exposed both, and I pulled the most beautiful revenge without saying a word. I remember being 8 years old, tossing and turning in bed the night before Christmas. Like every kid in the world, I couldn't wait until the morning, but instead of waking up to presents and laughter, I woke up to my parents screaming at each other downstairs. It wasn't the usual argument. My dad called my mom psychotic, and when I peeked out my window, I saw her tossing my dad's clothes onto our frozen lawn, her face twisted in a mix of rage and hurt. I hid in my closet, listening as they shouted awful accusations about cheating and money issues. I was too scared to even go downstairs to open my presents, and when I heard my dad slam the front door so hard that our family photo shattered on the hallway floor, my whole world broke. He left me on Christmas morning without even a goodbye. I went downstairs, watching the empty driveway from the living room window, crying too hard to even begin opening my presents. Things started getting really rough at school after that. I used to be the kid teachers praised, always cheerful and doing great in class, but I started acting out, telling mean jokes during lessons, and bothering other kids just to get a laugh. It wasn't even fun, but it felt better than feeling nothing. My grades fell fast from A's to D's. At home, things were even worse. My mom started taking these new pills that made her sleepy all the time and cranky when she woke up. Sometimes late at night, I'd sneak downstairs and see her crying alone in front of the TV, looking totally broken. My teacher, Ms. Cartwright, noticed I was struggling and suggested counseling during a parent-teacher conference. My mom just snapped back, insisting I was fine and didn't need help. But then I heard my dad got a new girlfriend, and things got even worse. It felt like my dad replaced us, and something inside me broke even more. One day, I let the class hamster out, threw erasers at kids, anything to make the noise in my head quieter. Mom eventually found my behavior journal from school, full of angry scribbles about storms and monsters, and convinced herself I was doing hard substances. Even after my teacher explained that these were typical signs of a kid going through a rough divorce, my mom wouldn't listen. She became obsessed with the idea someone was poisoning me, and my dad, instead of helping, used my bad behavior against her in court, telling everyone I was proof she was unfit to parent. I overheard them fighting about it, and that's when I got this idea. If I acted even worse, maybe they'd come together to fix things, but it all blew up horribly. After a really awful day at school, where I wouldn't stop making weird noises during a test, my mom completely lost it. She dragged me into the bathroom, shaking, yelling about substances and bad influences. I sobbed and pleaded with her that I wasn't doing anything wrong, but she grabbed kitchen scissors and hacked a chunk of hair right off my head. It hurt, and I could feel red trickling down, but she didn't care. She shoved me into the car, driving over the speed limit to urgent care. I sat curled up in the back seat, shaking, feeling tinier than ever before. When the doctor prepared the needle to draw my blood, I finally snapped. All the fear and sadness burst out of me at once, and I screamed, "I just want Daddy to come home." Everyone froze. I was crying. The doctor looked between me and my mom, whose eyes didn't even flinch as she told the doctor to just do the test. My blood test, of course, came back clean, but my mom wasn't satisfied. She dragged me outside, claiming we were going to another hospital. But then, right as we stepped outside, I saw my dad standing there, looking more furious than ever. I'll never forget what happened.